you what though, boy oh boy. Oh man! The thrower blanket over them. But it's battle stations, white flag comes out. She's on for young and old this one.
Has he got the job done? Looks like he has on the inside.
The pace is electric out in front.
C of Chase Lang in gate 3 and the 5i of Eli Bartley out there in gate 4. This one, as I said, sponsored by Creation Signs. The tape's up and away they go. It's the 29i of Braxton Casey that got out of there fairly smartly along with the 5i of Eli Bartley. The 16C of Chase Lang goes up into that third spot and the 88i of Taylor Wells Moore back there in that fourth position. So the 29i of Braxton Casey, he's the man to chase down as they come back round through turns 3 and 4. Braxton Casey leading here from the 5i of Eli Bartley, the 16C of Chase Lang and the 88i of Taylor Wells Moore. White flag will come out this time round. It's still Braxton Casey with a reasonably comfortable lead here now over the 5i of Eli Bartley and the 16C of Chase Lang and the 88i of Taylor Wells Moore in that fourth place. So Braxton Casey notches up another win. The 29i, the 5i of Eli Bartley in that second spot and the 16C of Chase Lang in that third position and the 88i of Taylor Wells Moore coming home in that fourth place. PB Division 1, Heat 2. We should see the 66i of Caden Cracknell in gate 1, the 72C of Oscar Drake in gate 2, and the 41i of Ryland Casey in gate 3. This one sponsored by Dave Bartley from Harcourt's Real Estate. So they line them up here. Caden Cracknell down there in gate 1. The 72C of Oscar Drake in gate 2 and the 41i of Ryland Casey. The tape's up and away they go. Ryland Casey from gate 3 got out of there fairly quickly. Oscar Drake's right there up the inside of him. Oscar Drake takes the lead here from Ryland Casey on that 41 bike. Caden Cracknell has now slipped up into that first place. Oscar Drake goes back to third as Caden Cracknell slips up into that second place. So Caden Cracknell, who's got the lead here on that 66 bike. The 41i of Ryland Casey after that wee excursion out to the outfield. He's gone back up into that second spot and the 72C of Oscar Drake is back there in that third place. So it's Caden Cracknell leading the way from the 41i of Ryland Casey. Checkered flag, good win there to the 66 of Caden Cracknell, the 41i of Ryland Casey in that second spot, and the 72C of Oscar Drake up there in that third position. That one, as I said, sponsored by Dave Bartley from Harcourt's Real Estate. We've got PB Division 2, Heat 1. We've got the 44i of Sam Coulthard lining up there in Gate 1. The 9i of Slade Fordyce in there beside him. The 6i of Cooper Early in Gate 3, and Alexia Agnew on the 7i on the outside there. The tape's going away they go. It looked like Slade Fordyce on that 9 bike. He got out of there fairly quickly, but the 44 of Sam Coulthard, he urges that steed along, and he goes through turns 3 and 4, leading over Slade Fordyce in that second spot. Then the 44 of Sam Coulthard in that third place, and Alexia Askew there in that fourth position. So, young Sam Coulthard on that 44 bike. Sorry, it's the 6i of Cooper Early that leads the way. Second place is the 9 of Slade Fordyce, then the 44 of Sam Coulthard in that third position, and Alexia Askew on that 7 bike. So, Cooper Early on that 6 bike leads them round. He'll get the checkered flag. Second place will go to the 9 of Slade Fordyce. Third will go to the 44 of Sam Coulthard. And fourth place there going to the 7 of Alexia Askew. That one sponsored by Dig It Earth Moving. This next heat of the junior solos, this is the 200cc boys coming out. This one sponsored by Dyno Tech. We've got the 28i of Hayden Brookland, the winner of the Youth Gold Cup 3 years in a row. In beside him, we've got the 21 of Lucas Colvin, and on the outside, the 25i of Ryan Colvin. The tape's going away they go. It looks like it's Lucas Colvin and Hayden Brookland having a battle. Hayden Brookland just gets his nose in front. The 21i of Lucas Colvin sitting there in that second spot, and the 25i of Ryan Colvin there in that third position. So through they come once again. It's Hayden Brookland leading the way on that 28i bike. Second place now is the 25 of Ryan Colvin. He managed to get up the inside of the 21 of his brother Lucas. Looks like Lucas has got some problems. Looks like he's almost going to call it quits. He's just idling around there now. Hayden Brookland on that 28 bike though. He's the one with the commanding lead, and he'll take the checkered flag. So a good win there to Hayden Brookland. Second place going to the 25i of Ryan Colvin. And third place will go to the 21i of Lucas Colvin.
Girl, I guess that all changed. Been sucking out my blood cause I forgot to check for fangs. She a monster, cold-hearted, the female Dexter. Who next up? No, I'm not the last to get the wrath or the pressure. It seems it's all fate, but when you're living in her thrill, you might die during the chase. She's a killer.
The junior solos, this is the 125s. We've got Cormac Buchanan, Dakota Kringle, Finn Reid, Jacob Vorkamp and Mason Coulthard. They're all go. It looks like the 55i of Dakota Kringle. He's gone and hit the front. Cormac Buchanan on that 14 bike in that it's the 55i of Dakota Kringle leading the way. Cormac Buchanan in that second spot. Finn Reid on that 86i is in that third place. Then we've got the 44 of Mason Coulthard in that fourth spot, and the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp in that fifth position. So white flag comes out. It's still Dakota Kringle. He's getting chased hard now by Cormac Buchanan as they come round through turns 1 and 2 once again. And it looks like Dakota Kringle, he's got a notch up a win here. Good work, Dakota. Dakota on that 55 bike held out a strong finishing. Cormac Buchanan on that 14 bike for second spot. Third place went to the 86 of Finn Reid. I think fourth place went to the 44i of Mason Coulthard, and fifth place going to the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp. Apologies for just missing the start of that. It was all go. Right, we're moving up into race 12 on the program. We should see heat 1 of the A-grade solos. We've got the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth in gate 1. In beside him, the 11i of Jake Gillespie. In beside him, the Australian Damien Cope on the 46 bike, who's got 500 and something written on his back. I can't remember what number it was now, but I'll see it when he comes around. The 5P of Ryan Terry Daly in gate 4. The old campaigner Wayne Drake, the 72C, he's in gate 5. And out here in gate 6 is the 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth. So the Australian boy Damien Cope on that 46 bike. Adam Shuttleworth down in gate 1. Jake Gillespie in beside him. Damien Cope. The 5B of Ryan Terry Daly takes up, they're underway. There's a big bunch of them head down to that turn 1. It looks like that 4i of Adam Shuttleworth. He leads the way through, but then we've got Ryan Terry Daly right up and amongst it there. Jake Gillespie with a big burst of speed goes down through that turns 3 and 4, and he comes out in second spot. He's getting chased hard by Damien Cope with the 560 on his bike. He still holds him out. He's in third place. Fourth place, I think, is Ryan Terry Daly. Then we've got Wayne Drake, and then further back we go to, I think it's Daniel Shuttleworth, is it? I'm not sure. But anyway, through they come to the start-finish straight once again. Still Jake Gillespie leading the way from the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth. Then the 46 of Damien Cope, who's coming under a bit of pressure now from Ryan Terry Daly, I think it is, in that 4th position. Then we've got Wayne Drake, then we've got Adam Shuttleworth. The white flag will come out. Still Jake Gillespie just by a breath from the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth. Then the 5 of Ryan Terry Daly trying to slip up the inside of Damien Cope. There's a race on here. You can throw a blanket over the first 4 as they go down through that McLeod diesel turn once again. It's still Jake Gillespie very narrowly from the 5 of Ryan Terry Daly, who's just about slipping up the inside of him now. Jake Gillespie goes all wide and gets all out of shape. That's the end of it. I missed the checkered flag, believe it or not. That was an exciting race. That was unbelievable. I think Jake Gillespie just held on though from Ryan Terry Daly. I think the 5 that was in second spot. Third place went to the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth. Fourth place went to the 46 of Damien Cope. Then it was the 72C of Wayne Drake, and then the 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth. Well, that race was over and done with before it even started, just about. Man alive, they were quick. I missed the white flag and almost missed the checkered flag. Right, so we go up now into the solo supports. We've got the 32C of Ben Whaley in gate 1, the 15i of Devlin Joseph in gate 2, the 17C of Georgia Alvin should be in gate 3. Haven't seen Georgia yet. She's coming out now. Here she is. And the 17i of Matt Highstead out here in gate 4. This one sponsored by E. Hayes and Sons Limited. The solo supports. I bet you that's been a busy shop over the last few days. E. Hayes and Sons with that fantastic collection of motorcycles they have there. Right, heat 1 of the solo supports, tapes up and they're underway. It looked like the 17C of Georgia Alvin got away fairly smartly, but so too did the 32C of Ben Whaley. Oh, Georgia, she goes down. No, that's not Georgia, is it? So, it's red flag. So, red flag out. So that was the 15i of Devlin Joseph that went down there. So that'll be his race done and dusted. So Ben Whaley and Georgia Alvin and Matt Highstead will line back up here again in the E. Hayes and Sons Limited sponsored heat of the solo supports. So the 32C of Ben Whaley back into line, along with the 17C of Georgia Alvin and the 17I of Matt Highstead. Tapes up this time, they're underway once again. Ben Whaley got away fairly smartly once again, so too did Georgia Alvin, so too did Matt Highstead. He's gone up into that second spot, but leading them around down that back straight is the Ben Whaley, the 32C of Ben Whaley in that first spot. Second spot is the 17I of Matt Highstead, then the 17C of Georgia Alvin. There's been no change as they go down through that South Coast Customs turn. Oh, Matt Highstead track testing the leathers down there in turn 2. So that just leaves the two of them. We've got the 32 of Ben Whaley and the 17C of Georgia Alvin. So Ben Whaley leading the way from Georgia Alvin there in that second spot. Third place is Matt Highstead. He's got back up on the horse and continued to ride. So Ben Whaley, the 32C, gets shown the white flag here now. Georgia Alvin still there in that second spot, and Matt Highstead still there in that third position. So a good win there to Ben Whaley. Second place going to the 17C of Georgia Alvin. And third place will go to the 17I of Matt Highstead. Right, race 15 in the program. This is the solo supports once again, Heat 2. We will have the 29I of Phil Coulthard, who will be in Gate 1. The 7I, of Sam Taylor in Gate 2. The 46I of Jimmy Hannon will be in Gate 3, and the 9I of Zane Pay out there in Gate 4. This one sponsored by Engineering, Sheet Metal and Marine Limited. Tapes up, away they go. Sam Taylor gets away, just about tipped it up as he went away from the line, but he's got it under control as he goes down through those turns 1 and 2. Zane Pay sitting there in that second place. Third place is Phil Coulthard, and fourth place is Jimmy Hannon on that 46i bike. So here we go as they come through the start-finish straight. It's the 7I of Sam Taylor who leads the way from the 9I of Zane Pay in that second spot. Third place is the 29I of Phil Coulthard, and the 46I of Jimmy Hannon is in that fourth position. So there's no change. A very comfortable lead for Sam Taylor from the 9I of Zane Pay. Then a lot further back we go to the 29I of Phil Coulthard, and a little bit further back again to the 46I of Jimmy Hannon. Now Zane Pay starts to close up a little on the Sam Taylor as they come through this Arrow Upholstery front straight. Back down through that South Coast Customs turn they go. It's still Sam Taylor on that 7I bike, being chased down by the 9I of Zane Pay, who's there in that second spot. He closes it up a little bit more as they come out of that Rogers Yamaha turn. But it's going to be Sam Taylor that'll take the win on that 7I bike. Second place going to the 9I of Zane Pay. Third place will go to the 29I of Phil Coulthard, and Jimmy Hannon will fill that fourth spot on that 46I bike.
Don't tell me 'cause it hurts.
lined up. Tapes up, away they go. Who gets the best of it? It looked like the 13 of Glen Sol, but they've got the 10 of Jack Stevens that gets round the outside of him. The old timer of the field, the Australian, leads the pack. That's the 10 bike. Second spot there, I think, is the 13 of Glen Sol. Then we go to the 71 of Derek McRae, the 71I of Derek McRae, and the 69 of Joe Hughes in that fourth position. So Jack Stevens on that 10 bike, the old upright Godden. Get a white flag, they only do 3 laps, these boys. The 13I of Glen Sol sitting there in that second spot, the 71I of Derek McRae in that third place, and the 69 of Joe Hughes in that fourth position. So Jack Stevens on that 10 bike will take the win from the 13 of Glen Sol. Third place will go to the 71 of Derek McRae, and the 69 of Joe Hughes will take that fourth position. That was the Executive Car Service sponsored heat. Right, Classic Solos Heat 2, Race 17. We've got the 18Y of Kevin Ryan, if he's made it to the track after his hectic day of racing over there at Teretonga. The 91 of Les Payne, the 91I of Les Payne in Gate 2. The 77I of Calvin Neutz in Gate 3. The 36I of Reese Wilson on the Rudge, one of the oldest speedway bikes around. It turns up in Gate 4. And then the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly in Gate 5. So Kevin Ryan down there in Gate 1. In beside him, the 91I of Les Payne. The 77I of Calvin Neutz in Gate 3. The 36I of Reese Wilson on that Rudge. Out in Gate 4, we've had the 2-minute call for Ryan Terry Daly on that 5 bike. Here he comes, he's made it. He's out the gate will get closed. This one sponsored by Fly and Spider Control. Out there in Hunt Street, Waikiki. This time, tapes go. Who gets the best of it? Ryan Terry Daly from the outside and Calvin Neutz from about Gate 2 or 3. He got through into that second spot. So Ryan Terry Daly leads the way from Calvin Neutz. Then we go further back to Les Payne, I think it is, in that third spot. He's just got overhauled now by the 18 bike of Kevin Ryan, who's moved up into third place. Then the 36I of Reese Wilson is in that fifth spot. Oh, somebody's going down there track testing their leathers. Not too sure who that was. Was that Ryan Terry Daly? I think it might have been. The white flag comes out. It's still the 5I of Ryan Terry Daly, so it wasn't him. The 77I of Calvin Neutz is in that second spot. The 91I of Les Payne is in that third place. 36I of Reese Wilson on that Rudge, just being overhauled there by Kevin Ryan on the 18Y bike. So Ryan Terry Daly on that 5 bike takes the win from the 77 of Calvin Neutz, who ends up in second place. The 91I of Les Payne takes that third spot. Fourth place going to the 18Y of Kevin Ryan, and fifth place there going to the 36I of Reese Wilson. Cracknell there in that second spot. The 88 of Taylor Wells Moore is in that third place. And then the 72 of Oscar Drake in that 4th position. But it's Braxton Casey dominating here at the moment from Caden Cracknell on that 66 bike in that 2nd spot. Oscar Drake goes round the outside of Taylor Wellsmore and moves up into that 3rd place. And Taylor Wellsmore goes back to that 4th spot. But out in front with the white flag getting shown now is the 29i of Braxton Casey from the 66i of Caden Cracknell. The 72c of Oscar Drake still there in that 3rd spot. And the 88i of Taylor Wellsmore still in that 4th position. But Braxton Casey takes the win on that 29i bike. The 66i of Caden Cracknell takes 2nd spot. 3rd spot goes to the 72c of Oscar Drake. And 4th place goes to the 88i of Taylor Wellsmore. Right, Pee-wee Division 1, Heat 4. We should see the 16C of Chase Lang, the 5i of Eli Bartley, the 41i of Ryland Casey. This one sponsored by Permacoat Roofing Southland Limited. Chase Lang on the 16 bike down there in gate 1. In the middle there, the 5i of Eli Bartley, who gets out of the gate fairly smartly and is the first one down into that turn, with the 41i of Ryland Casey there in that 2nd spot, and the 16C of Chase Lang there in that 3rd position. So at the moment, still the 5i of Eli Bartley with the 41i of Ryland Casey right there with him. Looks to go round the outside of him as they come through turns 3 and 4. It's still Eli Bartley though on that 5 bike. The 41 of Ryland Casey trying their desperate tactics of going round the outside. He's got a bit of speed on. Then we've got the 16C of Chase Lang still there in that 3rd spot. Once again, Ryland Casey tries it round the outside of Eli Bartley as they go down that back straight. Ryland Casey uses all the track and some round the outside. Eli Bartley, though, will take the checkered flag on that 5i bike. 2nd place going to the 41 of Ryland Casey, and 3rd place going to the 16C of Chase Lang. Race 25 in the program. This is Pee-wee Division 2. We should see the 6i of Cooper Early, the 7i of Alexia Agnew, the 9i of Slade Fordyce, and the 44i of Sam Coulthard. This one sponsored by Alford Contracting down there in Ward Street in Invercargill. They do all your alterations and decorations, etc. So the 9i of Slade Fordyce out fairly smartly. The 6i of Cooper Early though, he takes the lead from the 9 of Slade Fordyce. Then the 44 of Sam Coulthard. He's gone up into that 2nd spot, and Alexia Agnew rounds him out in that 4th position. So a bit of a hump and a bump through turns 1 and 2. It looks like the 44 of Sam Coulthard very narrowly over the 6 of Cooper Early. They're side by side almost as they come out of turns 1 and 2 once again, but it's still Cooper Early got that bit of a lead on the 44i of Sam Coulthard and the 9i of Slade Fordyce. Alexia Agnew still there on that 7i bike in that 4th position. So here's the checkered flag for the 6i of Cooper Early. The 44i of Mason Coulthard will take that, Sam Coulthard, sorry, will take that 2nd spot. 3rd place will go to the 9i of Slade Fordyce, and 4th place will go to the 7i of Alexia Agnew. Excuse me. Right, the junior solos, the 200s, race 26 on the program. This one sponsored by Osborne Engineering down there in Bluff. Lucas Colvin on the 21 bike is in gate 1. The 25 of Ryan Colvin in gate 2, and the 28i of Hayden Brookland out in gate 3. Tapes up, they're underway. Who gets the best of it here? Looks like Hayden Brookland from that gate 3's gone out to the lead. In that 2nd spot is the 21 of Ryan Colvin. Lucas Colvin, sorry, and then the 25 of Ryan Colvin in that third spot. So Hayden Brooklyn leads the charge here. He's got that 21 bike of Lucas Colvin right there with him, and Ryan Colvin rounding him out in that third position. Still Hayden Brooklyn though, from the 21 of Lucas Colvin and the 25 of Ryan Colvin. So 28i Hayden Brooklyn comes round. He'll get the checkered flag this time. So another win there to Hayden Brooklyn on that 28i bike. The 21i of Lucas Colvin will take second place, and third place will go to the 25i of Ryan Colvin. That was the Osborne Engineering sponsored heat. This next heat, the junior solos, the 125s. This is heat 3 for them. We'll have the 53i of Jacob Boerkamp in gate 1. The 14i of Cormac Buchanan in gate 2. The 44i of Mason Coulthard in gate 3. The 86i of Finn Reid is in gate 4. And the 55i of Dakota Kringle out here in gate 5. This time the tape's going, away they go. Who gets the best of it? It looked like it was Cormac Buchanan on that 14 bike. Finn Reid's right there with him. The 44 of Mason Coulthard is right there as well. Dakota Kringle looking to go around the outside. He's looking to get up into that third position. But out in front, Cormac Buchanan on that 14i bike. The 86i of Finn Reid, he's there in that second spot. The 44i of Mason Coulthard, he's in that third spot. Then we've got the 55i of Dakota Kringle giving it everything he's got. He's moved up into that third spot. The 44 of Mason Coulthard's gone back to fourth. Here's Cormac Buchanan. He'll take the win from the 86 of Finn Reid. Third place will go to Dakota Kringle on that 55i bike. And fourth place going to the 44 of Mason Coulthard. And the 53i of Jacob Boerkamp will take fifth spot. Rightio folks, we go back onto the big track now. The 29, race 29 in the program, the A-grade solos. Heat 2 for them. We should see the 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth on gate 1, the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly in gate 2, the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth in gate 3, the 72C of Wayne Drake in gate 4, the 11i of Jake Gillespie in gate 5, and the 46i of Damien Coppy in gate 6. This one sponsored by Riverside Rentals 2012 Limited. So the 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth down in gate 1. The 5P of Ryan Terry Daly in gate 2. The 4i of Adam Shuttleworth gate 3. The 72C of Wayne Drake is in gate 4. The 11i Jake Gillespie gate 5, and the 46i of Damien Coppy in gate 6. Pace up, they're underway. Round they go, there's a big bunching together. It looked like Damien Coppy though, who's come out in that first spot. In that second place, it looks like it's Ryan Terry Daly. Then we go back, I think it's the 11 of Jake Gillespie, then the 16 of Daniel Shuttleworth, the 72 of Wayne Drake, and then we go back to the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth. There's a bit of a battle on up here for 1 and 2 between Ryan Terry Daly and Damien Coppy as they come out of that Rogers Yamaha turn. Still Damien Coppy on that 46 bike from Ryan Terry Daly on that 5 bike. Oh, somebody goes down in spectacular fashion. Going red flag out. That looked like Jake Gillespie, I think it was it. That chucked it away down there in turn one. Went in there pretty quickly. There's somebody else down as well. Is that Wayne Drake? Don't know whether he went down to avoid Jake. No, it wasn't Wayne Drake. It might be Daniel Shuttleworth, actually.
Even though you don't love me, just tell
And the 46i of Damien Coppy. This the underway once again. Jake Gillespie and Damien Coppy, 1 and 2. Damien Coppy struck a problem. He's drifted right back out of it here now. So it looks like the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth that's gone up into that 3rd place. The 5 of Ryan Terry Daly's in that 2nd spot. And the 72C of Wayne Drake in that 4th position. Now Ryan Terry Daly takes the lead from Jake Gillespie as they go down through that Seabright blasting panel and paint turn. It's Ryan Terry Daly on that 5P bike. The 11i of Jake Gillespie sitting there in that 2nd spot. The 4i of Adam Shuttleworth there in that 3rd position. And Wayne Drake, the 72C bike, is back there in that 4th spot. The white flag comes out this time. It's still the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly. From the 11i of Jake Gillespie, he's got the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth breathing down his neck as they head down that back straight for the final time. Down through that north side sand and gravel turn they go. Adam Shuttleworth comes up into that 2nd spot. So Ryan Terry Daly on the 5P bike will take the win from the 4 of Adam Shuttleworth, who will take 2nd spot. The 11i of Jake Gillespie will take that 3rd position, and the 72C of Wayne Drake would take that 4th place. Not too sure what happened there with that 46i bike of Damien Coppy. So, solo supports, race 31 on the program. This is heat 3 for these guys. This one sponsored by Rogers Motorcycles. The 7i of Sam Taylor down here in gate 1. The 32C of Ben Whaley in gate 2. The 46i of Jimmy Hannon is in gate 3. And the 17C of Georgia Alvin out here in gate 4. The Rogers Motorcycle sponsored heat. Takes up, away they go. Who gets it? Oh, the 32C of Ben Whaley gets it out of shape. It's Sam Taylor, though, that keeps it under control. He's the first one down through that GoPro turn. 2nd place is Ben Whaley. 3rd place there is Georgia Alvin. And then we've got Jimmy Hannon rounding them out on that 46i bike. So through they come for the first time. It's the 7i of Sam Taylor. The 32C of Ben Whaley in that 2nd spot. 3rd place is the 17C of Georgia Alvin, and 4th place the 46i of Jimmy Hannon. Through they come once again. Sam Taylor leading the way on that 7i. The 32C of Ben Whaley still there in that 2nd spot. 3rd place still Georgia Alvin on that 17C bike. 1 lap left to go here for Sam Taylor. On that 7i bike, got a fairly comfortable lead over the 32C of Ben Whaley and the 17C of Georgia Alva sitting there in that 3rd spot. So a good win here to Sam Taylor on that 7i bike. 2nd place going to the 32C of Ben Whaley. 3rd place going to the 17C of Georgia Alvin. 4th place will go to the 46i of Jimmy Hannon. So unfortunately, Devlin Joseph, who had that bit of a malfunction in that earlier heat, he will not be competing for the rest of the day. So Devlin Joseph's out in the solo supports. So in heat 4, we will see the 17i of Matt Highstead, the 9i of Zane Pay, and the 29i of Phil Coulthard. This one sponsored by Scarecrow Gardening down there in Gloucester Street in Invercargill. So the 17i of Matt Highstead out of gate 1, the 9i of Zane Pay in gate 2, and the 29i of Phil Coulthard will slot himself into gate 3. Tapes up, they're underway. Who gets the best of it? Look like Zane Pay. Matt Highstead in that 17i bike in that second spot. Phil Coulthard on that 29i is in that third place. So Zane Pay leads them round on that 9i bike. The 17i of Matt Highstead still there in that second spot. And Phil Coulthard on that 29i still there in that third place. Been no change, they're fairly well spread out here as they come out of that Rogers Yamaha turn. It's still Zane Pay on that 9i bike from the 17i of Matt Highstead and the 29i of Phil Coulthard. White flag for Zane Pay on that 9i. 17i of Matt Highstead still there in that second spot, and the 29i of Phil Coulthard still there in that third place. So a good win there to Zane Pay on the 9i bike. Second place going to the 17i of Matt Highstead, and third place of course to the 29i of Phil Coulthard. So moving up into the classic solos. This heat sponsored by Seabright Autos. We should see the 71i of Derek McRae coming up against the 10 of Jack Stevens, the 91i of Les Payne, the 77i of Calvin Neutz, and the 36i of Reese Wilson. This one sponsored, as I say, by Seabright Autos. I think that Rudge is out the back there misbehaving. I hear it backfiring in the background. Looks like it's a failure to show, so that's the Rudge of Reese Wilson. The 36i is out of this one. So Derek McRae, Jack Stevens, Les Payne, Calvin Neutz. Tapes going, away they go. So Jack Stevens once again out of that gate 2. He gets away. 77 Calvin Neutz. He's coming through into that second place. He's out pretty wide though. Then we've got Les Payne there on that 91 bike going up into that third place, and the 71i of Derek McRae out in that fourth position. So Jack Stevens leads the way here on that 10 bike from the 77 of Calvin Neutz, then the 91 of Les Payne, and the 71 of Derek McRae. White flag comes out. These guys only do 3 laps, of course. So Jack Stevens, the old boy from Australia who's had quite a checkered racing career, held a lot of titles over the years in long track and short track speedway. He'll notch another win up here at the Seabright Autos Already Park Speedway on that number 10 bike. Second place will go to the 77 of Calvin Neutz. Third place will go to the 91 of Les Payne, and if Derek McRae can make his way around here on that 71i bike, he will end up in fourth place. He's obviously got a bit of a problem as he idles across the start-finish line here. Right, heat 4 of the Classic Solos, race 34 in the program. This one sponsored by Sono Sound Systems Limited. We should see the 18Y of Kevin Ryan in gate 2, the 13I of Glenn Soul in gate 3, the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly in gate 4, and the 69I of Joe Hughes will be in gate 5. So as I say, this one's sponsored by Sono Sound Systems Limited. Looks like the Rudge has made it out into this one. So he's the 36I of Reese Wilson. Has made his way into the field here. It's going away they go. Who gets the best of it? The 13I of Glenn Soul got out of there fairly smartly, but so too did Kevin Ryan on that 18Y bike. There's a bit of a cloud of smoke. I can't hardly see through that haze there. So who's that's gone to the lead? It looks like it's the 5 bike of Ryan Terry Daly. In second place is the 13I of Glenn Soul, then the 69 of Joe Hughes. And then Kevin Ryan on that 18Y bike, who's just been gone through on the inside of Joe Hughes to go up into that 4th place. So still Ryan Terry Daly on that 5 bike in that 1st place. 2nd place, the 13I of Glenn Soul. Then we've got the 18 of Kevin Ryan. Then the 36 of Reese Wilson and the 69 of Joe Hughes. Checkered flag here for Ryan Terry Daly on that 5P bike. He'll take the win and take it quite comfortably from the 13 bike of Glenn Soul in 2nd spot. The 18 of Kevin Ryan will take that 3rd spot. 4th place will go to the 36 of Reese Wilson on the Rudge, and the 69 of Joe Hughes rounds them out in 5th place on that 69I bike. This is the South of Machine Hire sponsored heat of the Pee-wees Division 1. Here we come around, they come once again. It's the 72 of Oscar Drake. Leads the way over the 5I of Eli Bartley, the 16 of Chase Lang, the 16C of Chase Lang. It looks like the 44, is it? Or is that the 80? Oh, young 16 of Chase Lang takes a bit of a tumble down there. The red flag comes out. I see a 44I in there, which is young Sam Coulthard I had in the program. It's the 88I of Taylor Wells Moore riding the 44 bike of Sam Coulthard, obviously. I thought it looked like Taylor. So there'll be a restart here. Young Sam Coulthard. Sorry, the 88 of Taylor Wells Moore on that 44 of Sam Coulthard's having a wee problem. Phil Coulthard out there sorting it out for him. Oh, young Chase Lang, he tried to beat the tape, he didn't quite make it. So the 72C of Oscar Drake once again, he's underway with the 5 of Eli Bartley down on the inside of him there as they come through turns 3 and 4 for the first time. It's Eli Bartley on that 5I bike. We've got the 72C and the 16C of Chase Lang, 2 and 3 there right beside each other as they come through turns 3 and 4 once again. but it's the 5i of Eli Bartley that's out in front. You can't pick second and third at the moment. Yes, you can now. The 16 of Chase Lang. Oh, he goes high and wide once again, and the 72 of Oscar Drake slips back underneath him. They're side by side almost as they go across the start-finish line once again. Still the 5i of Eli Bartley, though, out in front from the 72C of Oscar Drake and the 16C of Chase Lang, and that's the way they'll finish. The 5i of Eli Bartley in first place, the 72C of Oscar Drake in second spot, and the 16C of Chase Lang there in that third position. As I said, I've been handed a phone that came from over the opposite side of the track. If you want to come around to the bottom of the control tower, just make yourself known at the pit gate, and they will let you through. If you can identify the name on the cards inside that phone cover case, we will happily give it back to you. Right, heat 6 of the Pee-wees, the 41i of Ryland Casey, the 29i of Braxton Casey, and the 66i of Caden Cracknell lining up here in the Southland Roof Painters sponsored heat. Tapes go, away they go. Who gets it? The 29i of Braxton Casey once again leads the way as they go through turns 3 and 4. Who's got up into that second spot? It's hard to tell. It could be the 66 of Caden Cracknell, then the 41 of Ryland Casey. So through they come. The 29, Braxton Casey, leads the way here from the 66 of Caden Cracknell and the 41 of Ryland Casey. They'll get shown the white flag this time round. The 29i of Braxton Casey still leading the way from that 66 of Caden Cracknell and the 41 of Ryland Casey. So a good win here again to Braxton Casey. Second place going to the 66 of Caden Cracknell and the 41 of Ryland Casey. Could we get Nigel Cookow to come to the pits for the rerun of the previous race? Fraser's looking for you, Nigel. Right, Pee-wee Division 2, Heat 3. We've got the 9i of Slade Fordyce, the 44i of Sam Coulthard, the 7i of Alexia Askew, and the 6i of Cooper Early. Tapes go and away they go. It looks like Cooper Early once again. He goes to the lead from the 9 of Slade Fordyce. Then we've got the 44 of Sam Coulthard in that third place and Alexia Askew on that 7 bike in that fourth position. So Cooper Early on that 6 bike, he leads the way, the 6i. Then we've got the 9i of Slade Fordyce in that second spot. The 44i of Sam Coulthard looks to try and get round the outside of him and move up into that second place. They get shown the white flag this time. Still Cooper Early leading the way from the 44 of Sam Coulthard and the 9 of Slade Fordyce. A good win there to Cooper Early though. The 44 of Sam Coulthard comes in second spot. The 9 of Slade Fordyce comes in third spot. And fourth place will go to Alexia Askew on the 7i bike. Just mentioned the Otaki Social Riders from Wellington. They've had a t-shirt being worn by Nigel Cookow in the next sidecar race. They've given a $100 donation to the club. A big thank you to the Otaki Social Riders for that one. Right, this one here, folks, is the Junior 200s. We've got the 25i of Ryan Colvin, the 28i of Hayden Brooklyn, and the 21i of Lucas Colvin. This is the T&L Motors of Liddell Street sponsoring this heat. Oh, there's a bit of a battle on here. Hayden Brooklyn and Lucas Colvin on that 21 bike. They've got a battle on. Lucas Colvin just gets his nose in front. Hayden Brooklyn's gone back to that second spot, and the 25i of Ryan Colvin back there in that third place. The 21i of Lucas Colvin, he's leading the charge here over the 28 of Hayden Brooklyn and the 25i of Ryan Colvin. Round they come once again. They'll get shown the white flag this time. Still the 21i of Lucas Colvin from the 28i of Hayden Brooklyn and the 25i of Lucas Colvin. Ryan Colvin, sorry, the 25. So a good win there to the 21 of Lucas Colvin. Second place going to the 28i of Hayden Brooklyn. Third place going to the 25i of Ryan Colvin. Rightio folks, the junior solos, this is the 125s. We've got the 86 of Finn Reid who will come out of gate 1. Mason Coulthard on the 44 bike in gate 2. The 14 of Cormac Buchanan is supposed to be in gate 3. The 55i of Dakota Kringle in gate 4. And the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp out here in gate 5. This one's sponsored by Total Conveyor Limited. Tapes going away they go. Cormac Buchanan got out of the gate like a rocket. The 55 of Dakota Kringle's gone up into the second place. The 86i of Finn Reid, he's hanging on to third. The 44i of Mason Coulthard is there in that fourth spot. And the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp is back there in that fifth spot. It's Cormac Buchanan who leads the way from Dakota Kringle in that second spot on the 55i. The 86i of Finn Reid is there in that third position. Then the 44i of Mason Coulthard is in that fourth spot. Oh, the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp goes wide. So Cormac Buchanan notches up another win on that 49i bike. Second place goes to the 55i of Dakota Kringle. Third place goes to the 86i of Finn Reid. And fourth place going to the 44i of Mason Coulthard. Right, now we go back to race 46 in the program, which is the A-grade solos heat 3. We should see the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly, the 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth, the 11i of Jake Gillespie, the 46i of Damien Coppy, and the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth, and the 72C of Wayne Drake. Oh no, Adam's there. So Daniel Shuttleworth is out. This one's sponsored by AJ Auto Electrical. The tapes go up, away they go. Damien Coppy gets out fairly smartly, so too does young Jake Gillespie. Then we've got Wayne Drake in there as well, along with Ryan Terry Daly, sitting in that third place. Then Wayne Drake, I think it is, in that fourth position. Fifth place is Adam Shuttleworth. So Damien Coppy on that 46i bike. He's got, he's had a struck a problem. So Johnny, good God. Jake Gillespie takes the lead now from Ryan Terry Daly, sitting there in that second place. Third place is Wayne Drake on the 72 bike and the 4 bike of Adam Shuttleworth. Ryan Terry Daly gets up the inside of Jake Gillespie as they go down that extreme carts back straight through that Permacoat roofing turn they go. Ryan Terry Daly, he'll get shown the white flag this time. Jake Gillespie still sitting there in that second spot. Third place now is Adam Shuttleworth. Wayne Drake goes back to fourth place. So Ryan Terry Daly, the 5P bike, through that total conveyor turn he goes. Jake Gillespie on the 11i bike, still in that second spot. A good win there to Ryan Terry Daly from the 11i of Jake Gillespie. The 4i of Adam Shuttleworth takes third place, and fourth place there going to the 72C of Wayne Drake. Right, race 48 on the program, folks, is Solo Support Heat 5. This one sponsored by Becca's Motorcycle Tours New Zealand Limited. And we should see the 29i of Phil Coulthard. Looks like he's sitting out in gate 3 here. And Matt Highstead on the 17i. In gate 2, just waiting on Jimmy Hannon. That biker is getting used up today with Damien copywriting it as well. So they'll just be doing a quick refuel and get Jimmy out here. This one, as I say, sponsored by Becca's Motorcycle Tours New Zealand Limited. Matt Highstead and Phil Coulthard sitting here patiently waiting for Jimmy Hannon. Looks like they're going to go without him. Oh no, he's there. He's on Wayne Drake's bike. So there we go. Jimmy Hannon turning up on Wayne Drake's bike. Tapes going away, they go from the middle. It's the 17i of Matt Highstead that gets away. Phil Coulthard on that 29 bike sitting there in that second spot. And Jimmy Hannon on that 72 bike of Wayne Drake's is sitting there in that third spot. So it's Matt Highstead leading the way on that 17i from the 29i of Phil Coulthard. And Jimmy Hannon on the 46 in that third spot. So still Matt Highstead from Phil Coulthard on that 29i bike, and the 46 of Jimmy Hannon in that third place. There's been no change. They're fairly well spread out here as they come through. Matt Highstead gets shown the white flag. 1 lap left to go. Phil Coulthard on that 29i still there in second spot. Jimmy Hannon come to a complete and utter halt over there in front of the north side sand and gravel sign. So a win there to Matt Highstead on the 17i. Second place will go to the 29i of Phil Coulthard. Race 49 in the program is Heat 6 of the Solo Supports. We should see the 9i of Zane Pay, the 17C of Georgia Alvin, the 7i of Sam Taylor, and the 32C of Ben Whaley lining up here. This the C Brown Builders Limited sponsored heat of the Solo Supports. Rightio, out they come. The 9i of Zane Pay, the 17C of Georgia Alvin, the 7i of Sam Taylor, and the 32C of Ben Whaley. This one, as I say, sponsored by C. Brown Builders Limited. Get themselves sorted now with the C. Brown Builders sponsored heat of the solo supports. Tapes go from the outside. Ben Whaley got away fairly well, so too did Sam Taylor on that 7i bike. The Zane Pay on that 9 bike sitting there in second at the moment. Ben Whaley sitting there in third. Georgia Alvin back there in fourth place. So at the moment as they come through, it's the 7i of Sam Taylor. Second place, the 32C of Ben Whaley Hall. Zane Pay looks to get round the outside of him once again as they go down that Scarecrow Gardening back straight. Ben Whaley just hangs on to second spot. Zane Pay on the 9i bike still sitting there in third place. So it's Sam Taylor, the 7i, who leads the way. He's got a comfortable lead over the 32C of Ben Whaley, and the 9i of Zane Pay sitting there in that third spot. Georgia Alvin on that 17C bike is in that fourth position. So the white flag this time, still Sam Taylor on that 7i bike. Ben Whaley closes up on him a little bit as they come out of that South Coast Customs turn. Third place still Zane Pay on the 9i, and the 17C of Georgia Alvin still there in that fourth position. So another win here to Sam Taylor on the 7i. The 32C of Ben Whaley takes that second spot. Third spot goes to the 9i of Zane Pay, and fourth place going to the 17C of Georgia Alvin. Right. City Chiropractic sponsored heat of the classic solos. Gate 1, we should see the 10 of Jack Stevens, the 36i of Reese Wilson, the 91i of Les Payne, and the 77i of Calvin Neutz. Jack Stevens on that 10 bike being gate 1. The 36i of Reese Wilson in gate 2, the 91i of Les Payne in gate 4, and the 77i of Calvin Neutz in gate 5. So out they come. This one sponsored by Crackers Contracting. Jack Stevens down there in gate 1 on that 10 bike, and beside him Reese Wilson. A wee bit further out, Les Payne and Calvin Neutz. Tapes up and away they go. The Crackers Contracting sponsored heat. It's the 10 of Jack Stevens once again. He's got Calvin Neutz in that second spot. Third place is the 91 of Les Payne, and Reese Wilson on the 36i back there in that fourth position. So once again, Jack Stevens dominating here in the solo classics. He's got Calvin Neutz hot on his tail on that 77 bike. The 91 of Les Payne still there in that third spot. And fourth place is Reese Wilson on that 36i. The oldest bike competing here at the Burt Munro, the old Rudge. So, Jack Stevens on that 10 bike. There's been no change. The 77 of Calvin Leutz, he's still there in second place. The 91 of Les Payne is still in third spot. And that fourth place is still Reese Wilson on that 36i bike. So, another comfortable win there to Jack Stevens on the 10 bike. The 77 of Calvin Leutz takes second place. The 91i of Les Payne takes third place. And fourth place there going to the 36i of Reese Wilson. Heat 6 of the Classic Solos, race 51 in the program. We're starting to get through them. 51 races, goodness gracious me. The 13i of Glen Sol will be in gate 1. The 71i of Derek McRae will be gate 2. The 5P of Ryan Terry Daly will be gate 3. The 69i of Joe Hughes will be gate 4. And the 18Y of Kevin Ryan will be gate 5. This one sponsored by Creation Signs. Down there in Bond Street in Invercargill. Glen Sol in gate 1, and beside him Derek McRae, Ryan Terry Daly, Joe Hughes, Kevin Ryan. Tapes up, they're underway. Kevin Ryan got away fairly quickly, so too did the 13 of Glen Sol. We've got the 5 of Ryan Terry Daly right in there as well, so 1, 2, 3, you can throw a blanket over them. Glen Sol once again, he was going to lead into that total conveyor turn until Ryan Terry Daly put the drop on him and got right through underneath him. So Ryan Terry Daly controls the lead here now on that 5P bike from the 13i of Glen Sol and the 18Y of Kevin Ryan. Then we go back to the 71 of Derek McRae and further back to the 69 of Joe Hughes. They've got one lap left to go. It's Ryan Terry Daly on that 5P bike who comes out of that GoPro turn, with Glen Sol still sitting there in second place on that 13i bike. Then the 18Y of Kevin Ryan in third position. So another win here to Ryan Terry Daly. Second place going to the 13i of Glen Sol. Third place going to the 18Y of Kevin Ryan. Fourth place there went to Derek McRae on the 71i bike, and fourth place there, the 69i of Joe Hughes. We've got Zane Pay on the 9 bike. We've got Ben Whaley on the 32 bike and Matt Highstead on the 17 bike. Just waiting for them to line up here. This one's sponsored by Executive Car Service. Tapes going, away they go. Sam Taylor got away fairly smartly, so too did Ben Whaley. Zane Pay's there in that third spot. Then a wee bit further back we go to Matt Highstead. So through they come out of that Rogers Yamaha turn. It looks like it's Ben Whaley who's got the drop on Sam Taylor on that 7i bike. So it's the 32C bike of Ben Whaley, then the 7i of Sam Taylor, then the 9i of Zane Pay. Then a wee bit further back we go to the 79i of Matt Highstead. So round they come once again. It's still Ben Whaley on that 32C bike from the 7i of Sam Taylor as they come out of that total conveyor turn and head down that extreme carts back straight once again. They'll get shown the white flag this time round. They've got one lap left to run. It's still Ben Whaley on that 32C bike from the 7i of Sam Taylor, the 9i of Zane Pay and the 17i of Matt Highstead. Down that back straight for the final time. Through that McLeod diesel turn they go. Still Ben Whaley on that 32C bike. He'll take the win from the 7i of Sam Taylor. The 9i of Zane Pay will come home in third place, and the 17i of Matt Highstead will come home in that fourth spot. Well, some lucky punter, ticket number 46399. 46399. $3,950 richer you are when you bring that ticket to me at the bottom of the control tower.
Let me see everyone going gorillas.
Right, this is race 57 in the program. We've gone back one, we jumped one, we went to 58 first before we went to 57. So we've got the solo A's coming out here. We should see Wayne Drake on the 29 bike of Phil Coulthard's. We've got the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth in gate 2. The 16i of Daniel Shuttleworth won't be there. The 11i of Jake Gillespie in gate 4. Damien Coppy on the 46 bike in gate 5, and the 5P of Ryan Terry Daly out here in gate 6. This one sponsored by Fly and Spider Control. Tapes up, they're underway. Jake Gillespie gets away fairly smartly, so too Damien Coppy. So Damien Coppy goes out high and wide. He's just got his nose in front as they head down that extreme couch back straight once again. Damien Coppy on that 46 bike leads the way from Jake Gillespie on the 11i bike. And beside him in third place, Ryan Terry Daly looks to slide up underneath Jake Gillespie as they come out of that GoPro turn. He pulls that off. Jake Gillespie goes back to third. As I was just going to mention, Adam Shuttleworth, he goes down in front of that Total Conveyors sign. He's back up and away again though. The 72 of Wayne Drake is sitting there in fourth place. So, out in front, Damien Coppy on that 46i bike from the 5 of Ryan Terry Daly and the 11i of Jake Gillespie sitting there in that third position. The 72C of Wayne Drake in that fourth place. And after that little tumble, Adam Shuttleworth back up and running in fifth place on that 4i. So here we go. Looks like, just Damien Coppy on that 46i bike, just over Ryan Terry Daly on the 5P. Third place going to the 11i of Jake Gillespie, and fourth place going to the 72C of Wayne Drake, and the 4i of Adam Shuttleworth comes in fifth position. here we go. Tape's up and underway. Once again, Jack Stevens gets away smartly. They've got the 13 of Glen Sol right there, the 77 of Calvin Knight in amongst it as well. Nobody's given a quarter. Jack Stevens goes down through that north side sand and gravel turn. In that second spot is the 13 of Glen Sol. Then we've got the 77, the 5 of Ryan Terry Daly, and then the 77 of Calvin Knight. Ryan Terry Daly goes up into that second place. It's Jack Stevens still leading the way from Ryan Terry Daly and Glen Sol. So Jack Stevens, Ryan Terry Daly, Glen Sol, that's the way they run. Calvin Knight, sitting there in that fourth place on that 77 bike. But here's the 10 of Jack Stevens all the way from Australia. He's going to take the win in the Classic Solos here today from Ryan Terry Daly on that 5 bike, and the 13 of Glen Sol will take out third place. Fourth place there going to the 77 of Calvin Knight.